Well. Welcome back to another great week of Twisted Transitions. I am glad to be back in the house for another Thursday. I hope everybody is doing well out there today. I've got a great jam-packed show for you today. We got some great topics today and some data that I just recently looked up. So I'm happy to get started and stuff with that. But before we get started, we always got to do a sound check. So if you guys can hear me and stuff well, please put a thumbs up in the chat, or just tell me all's well, or however, just let me know that all my levels and everything are great, because once I get started, I don't want to be dealing with no technical issues or nothing crazy like that and stuff. So please, in the chat, if you can just let me know that everything sounds great, that you guys can hear me, there's no muffle, you can see the image and everything. I'm going to sit up straight here because I don't want to keep slouching over and put the microphone up and stuff a little bit. But you guys let me know if you can hear me and stuff okay. Let's see. Waiting for my first one. Okay, DJ Lord Geo, appreciate that, bro. Everything sounds great. All right. So, without further ado, first of all, how you guys doing, man? You guys had a great week. Are you guys in any type of busy season? Did you guys have gigs and stuff recently? Let me know in the chat. We can talk about it during the Q&A portion of the evening. But at this point, let's go ahead and jump in to the topics here. Oh, what's happening, Black QD? What's happening? DJ G5, what's going on, man? All good. Everything sounds good. All right, let's jump into it here and just go over some stuff, man. So, the current season that we are in, it is pollen season, okay? So, you know what that means. It means that it is time for everybody who's got those annoying allergies, which I am one of them. It is time for those people to start taking all of your pills, all of your nasal sprays, all of your allergy medicines, all of your everything. I know I already started taking mine and stuff here. I'm trying to create a block and stuff to be able to help your boy out, because he struggles so bad. Ever since I was a kid, I have struggled with pollen allergies. It gets in my eyes, it gets in my nose, it messes me up. It can literally take away 24 hours of my life. Not like, kill me or anything, but put me down and stuff for the count. So it sucks. It sucks pretty bad. This is the worst part of the season for me. I would welcome any other part of the season other than pollen season, but there's nothing I can do. I was hoping that by this time I would have grown out of it, but I have not. But I am taking the proper precautions and stuff now, to where now I am putting up blockers and getting ahead of this thing, because it is serious. It is serious. Some of the things that I do, just for any DJs out there who have the same issues I do, right now is like prime time for brides to be having functions and stuff outside. And outside is a struggle for your guy here. So wearing a mask, probably is one of the best things for you. Taking your Zyrtec, taking your whatever you can take. What is it, Claritin, Allegra, whatever that stuff is. Flonase and stuff for your nose. Wearing shades and stuff outside kind of helps sometimes with your eyes. I've tried a lot of stuff, guys. Having a wet rag, just to keep the pollen and stuff off your face. I mean, it's bad. It's bad for me. And, I only talk about this because we are right in the dead heap over here in South Cac. Right now, there's pollen everywhere, over the roads. There's pollen windstorms. There's pollen on your vehicles. It's everywhere. It's almost like if the coronavirus could have an image, it's like this takes the same form as what pollen does. That's what it looks like. It is everywhere you can think of. So all I say to that is protect yourself and do your best and stuff if you suffer from allergies like I do. It is bad for me. All right, moving on to the next topic here. I just want to talk to you guys about, if you have your own business, about choosing the right gigs. If you're a single op and if you're a multi-op, sending the right DJ to functions. Let me just tell you why. So one of my recent gigs that I had, it was more of like, they had more of a country feel. And country is probably one of my weakest areas to DJ on. Like, I know some country music, but I'm not as good at country music as I am with 90s hip hop and R&B, if that makes sense. So some of these gigs and stuff, sometimes we take gigs in hopes that we can knock them out because we have just a little bit of knowledge of that particular genre. But let me just tell you, sometimes I go out to these gigs and I am the absolute wrong person for the function. I just have to admit that, because when I'm there and I don't get the response and stuff that I'm looking for, I don't get the... It's not that it's the crowd's fault per se. It's just that, I know what it takes to get a crowd up and dancing in these other genres, but sometimes when I do some of these functions, I can't always get a crowd up and movement. And I know that my biggest struggle function is a country event. So when I get those folks who want a lot of that slow country, a lot of the old country, because I didn't know there was a difference between old, like Randy Travis country and then like Luke Bryan and Morgan Wallen and all of them, that's two different countries. There's a pop country and then there's a sad song country. I didn't realize that there was two different versions. And so I just thought that, just how they categorize hip hop. They're like, hip hop is all hip hop. So, but I mean, in the same sense, it's just like I struggle when it comes to playing a lot of old country, and a lot of these guys down here in the South, especially in states like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee. Tennessee's a big one. Louisiana, and you get those country crowds. They don't want to hear a lot of that, poppy, dancey type music. They want to line dance. They want to sing to their significant other on a slow dance. They want to, do boot, scoot, boogie stuff. I mean, it's crazy. And, nobody will dance at a lot of these functions if you don't know what you're doing. So I say that because I think this year I'm going to start qualifying myself because I am a single ops. I'm going to start qualifying myself for some of these functions and making sure that we are the right fit instead of just taking the gig. Yeah, Black Cutie. Black Cutie says Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, that's exactly what they love. So I'm definitely going to qualify myself and make sure that I am the right person for the function that my clients and stuff want, so that I can have more hits and less delays. Because of course everybody, I think at this point in music culture, everybody knows some hip hop, but not everybody wants to listen to hip hop. So no matter what crowd you have, you're going to have those folks who are still going to listen to some hip hop, but they don't really want it they have a different vision for it. So I'm just going to make sure that I do my best to qualify. And if you have a multi-op, make sure that you're qualifying your DJs. If you have a very strong country DJ, make sure that person gets the majority of those gigs. That was just a tidbit that I saw, and that's something that I'm going through, myself. And I'm going to try to get more well diverse in some country music, but it's tough. It's tough to listen to something that you don't like, that you don't have a lot of interest and stuff in. But you do get those functions and stuff sometimes where you need that stuff, and it's good to have it on hand. I don't know when I'm gonna play it, but maybe for some functions and stuff like that, because country weddings are huge things here. I mean, we're getting a lot more barn weddings here, getting a lot more out in the middle of BFEs here, and you just gotta have knowledge and stuff of those, because those people want to have a good time and stuff too. So just as a tidbit, just as throwing that out there, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Make sure you're qualifying yourself for these functions and not just taking it because it is for the money. Because hey, we all want to make money, but we all got to make sure that we are not, I don't want to say robbing the people, but we are making sure that we are compatible for our customers. So just make sure you do that. What is DJ G5? Look at this. He just did a birthday party for an age group of 50 plus, and he's 43. He thought he had it in the bag, but boy was he wrong. While I was thinking 80s, 90s dance, R&B, nope, they wanted all smoke. They wanted all the smoke, all the ratchet music. See, and nothing wrong with them wanting that. But look, I don't know a lot of the ratchet music. I'm not familiar with it, and that was going to bring me to my next topic. My next topic is about kids functions and the changes and stuff that's going to happen. Now, I can tell you had that group of 50 plus, and you thought it was going to be one age group. And as far as music, these kids and these proms, it is getting tougher and tougher to do a prom. At least for me, I'm not a young spry DJ who's in his 20s that keeps up with the same music that these kids listen to and stuff today. It is tough. It is tough sledding when it comes to playing some of this music and stuff like that these kids want. Like, I literally when I am going through my record pools and stuff now, I am looking for I'm looking for how many people have downloaded it. Is it on the trending list? I'm not even going by Billboard anymore, because I don't know who's listening to Billboard, because mainly everybody listens to XM Radio, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, all streaming platforms. Nobody's listening to like just the regular radio and stuff anymore. I mean, maybe parents, but for the most part, nobody's really listening to regular radio. So I'm looking at all these formats and looking for what is being streamed the most. This is how I'm having to do homework and stuff now. What's being streamed the most? Who has the most plays? Go to TikTok, most common song used. If you swipe through TikTok for about an hour, you can tell what song is most popular now. And sometimes it's an old track, and it'll allow these kids to be able to know it because it's the most popular thing that's on there. But doing these proms and stuff like that, man, it really takes some skills to do a prom and stuff now. Before, you could play all the hot bangers that you thought was hot, that should really get, now playing Little John at a prom won't get the crowd going, which I never thought I'd see today that would happen. Playing Little John at a prom will not get the crowd going, but playing Lil Baby at a prom will get people going nuts, and that's what I'm talking about. So it's like you got to make sure that you're up to date and stuff with the music. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to listen to some of this mumble rap because I don't understand nothing Lil Baby saying. I really don't. I'm sure he's a great guy. I mean, I've heard a couple of songs and stuff, but you know, he rarely takes breaks in songs. He don't have a lot of hooks. He just keep rapping. He's auto-tuned. But he's probably the biggest rapper and stuff that's out right now. You know, and you've got to make sure that you are keeping up with that stuff because, you know, like I'll give an example. Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert's got that song "I Wanna Rock." It's probably one of the most popular songs and stuff right now. You can barely hear what this man is saying in the song. You can barely hear it, but there's a dance to it. And you don't think that I'm going to take that song and play that at this prom this year? You got to be kidding me. These kids will probably go crazy as soon as they hear the beat. And it was like that a couple of years back for Roddy Ricch. It's like that for Lil Baby and stuff now. It's like as soon as they hear the drum pattern, they know exactly as, and they all singing, you know, like Sheck West and all that stuff, man. Like that's the kind of stuff. I can't understand nothing Sheck West is saying at all. All I know is once it gets to that one part where kids yell and scream at the top of their lungs, they love it. They love it. And teachers get hella mad at me for playing that stuff. They get hella mad at me for playing stuff like that because they think I'm playing the unedited version because the kids are singing it out loud. And then, you know, if they know I'm playing the edited version but the kids are still saying it, they're holding me responsible for what the kids say. And see, it's too much. It's too much of a hassle to go back and forth. I don't have to worry about that with a wedding. This is why I don't do a lot of kids functions. But, you know, if I'm going to do a kids function, I'm going to make sure that they're going to have to pay and stuff for that because there's too much research and stuff that comes with that. So I say to you, if you have proms this year like I do, and I think I have 4 proms this year, probably more than I should. I probably should only have maybe 1, maybe 2, to just kind of get in and out of these things. What's happening is as I'm being shopped around, and you want to do your best because, you know, you want people to like it, but I'm not going to say unfortunately, but what happens is they like it. The kids say they have a good time. They stay for the full 4 hours because, you know, proms are 8 to 12. And if you can get the kids to stay past 10 o'clock, then you're a winner. They'll hire you again next year. Because most kids leave at the 10, go to their after party, go to a hotel party, go to whatever they do and stuff after that. But if you can keep kids until 11 o'clock, teachers will love you for the rest of your life. As long as you keep kids in that building until then. So you'll get the gig next time. And that's what's happening with these gigs. That's why I have 4 proms this year. It's unfortunate. Well, I keep saying unfortunate, but it's a blessing, but it's like a bittersweet. That's what I want to say. It's bittersweet. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys let me know in the chat and stuff if you're feeling me, if you understand what I'm saying. I know sometimes I go off on a rant, but this stuff was just on my chest, man. I had to get it off me and project that to you guys. Oh man. All right. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is some interesting information. Now, I want you guys to follow me here. Okay, follow me here. Okay. So I want to talk about couples and people not valuing the DJ. So I did a little research and I got a couple of slides and stuff that I want to show you. All right. I want to show you that on this list, I know it's probably hard. Let me see if I can blow this up. Hold on one second. I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit more because we don't need that top half. I'm going to blow this up so you can see it. Okay, so check this out. Now, I tried to get as much data as I can from 2022. I wanted to just get the most recent stuff, of course, because we haven't had enough in 2023. So these are all information and stuff from 2022. All right, so this is the wedding planning checklist here. Now, you can see um, you know, what it's saying that couples and stuff should be checking off their list, you know, in what amount of time. Now, if you go to where the second little pink dash and stuff there, where it says 7 to 9 months, I think that's what it says. Yeah, 7 to 9 months. At the next to last, it says book DJ and book the band. So you can kind of see where we're at on the totem pole. Okay. And you see there's some other great stuff that they need to do, but, you know, I mean, it says here that they're supposed to book us before they purchase the dress. I doubt that happens. I'm almost willing to bet that girls purchase their dress or at least try it on before they book the DJ. I'm almost willing to bet. But we're before the honeymoon. We're before the bridesmaids attire. We're before the purchase of the wedding rings. I don't know where people getting these lists and stuff from. Ain't no way you hired a DJ for you to bought the wedding ring. And some of this other stuff is just regular formalities and stuff, okay? So, the next slide here, I just wanting to show you. Wait, let me get a. Here we go. All right, so the next slide here shows like a wedding breakdown. So this is like, you know, what percentage you should spend on your weddings as far as percentage wise, not the actual dollar amount, but what you should spend percentage wise. Okay. So for the reception total, it's, you know, 40 to 50%. The ceremony is only 2 to 3%. The clothing and everything you wear, 8 to 10. Photography, videography, 10 to 12. It's interesting because next one down is entertainment and music, 8 to 10. So you definitely value your photographer and videographer over your entertainment because pictures last forever. DJ's entertainment are for the night. Wedding rings, 2 to 3%. Stationaries, 8 to 10. Flowers, 2 to 3. Transportation, 2 to 3. Gifts, 2 to 3. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a percentage of how they break that down. All right. So on the next slide, here's where it gets interesting. Okay, so I pulled up the average cost by state of a wedding. Okay. Now, hopefully you can see this. You may have to come up to the TV or to the phone a little bit clearer, but I'm trying to back it up so you can see, so everybody can see their state on stuff on here. But you can see that at the top of the list, New Jersey takes the cake at $53,400 for the average cost of a wedding. And this, I don't know how many people they polled for this, but they said, you know, the average cost of a wedding up there in New Jersey, which is considered the mecca of weddings, is $53,400. Now, if you go down towards the middle, right below Florida, Georgia, it says South Carolina. South Carolina, it says $30,600. I don't think anybody here spends $30,600. But if we go by the chart that was before that, it said that 8 to 10% should be spent on us. So let's just say 10%. 10% is $3,600. So whether it be band or DJ, you should spend an average of about $3,600. Well, the average here in South Carolina for DJs is, and I've shopped my area, the average here for a basic reception with just a DJ, some lights, doing the ceremony all together is about $1,300 to $1,400. And that's through shopping people in Columbia. Now, I don't know if it's different in Charleston or Myrtle Beach or, you know, other areas that are kind of popular and stuff around us, or Greenville, another big one. But here in Columbia, the capital, it is about $1,300 to $1,500. Somewhere in that range is about the average. Actually, I want to go down to 12. About 1,200 to about 1,500 is about the average for a basic wedding for a DJ. Not for the whole thing, but just for a DJ. Now, you can find your state on here and remember the percentage that it had on the other screen. And then I want to show you guys this. But I'll give you a second to look for your state. Let me take a drink of water. All right. Now, let's go to this. This was another poll that was taken. And it says these are the percentages and the averages for some of your more major states. I just wanted to give, some of those guys who have a bigger state and stuff like that. But look at music and entertainment. 5% was $3,000. Again, everybody's saying that the percentage would be right around $3,000. All these things are saying $3,000. I just want you to see, but yet again, it's like pulling teeth to get $1,300 to $1,500 and stuff here, because couples don't really value the DJ here. Now, everybody knows, and you and I know, if you're a DJ and you're watching this, which 9 times out of 10 you are, you know that we make the reception. We are the reception. We are the entertainment. You can have the best food. You can have the best visual. You can have the most elegant place and stuff like that afterwards. And if your music sucks, your night sucks. Your guest night sucks. So, we are the whole show. The same thing with a band. The band's the same way. They are the whole show and stuff for that time frame. So if you have a crappy band or a crappy DJ, they make or break your reception. So like when I say you got to qualify your DJs and stuff like that, that fits into this category and stuff, because you're charging, what is supposed to be the average, or up to $3,000. But if your DJ goes out there and craps the bed, come on. Like, this all ties in hand to hand. So let me go back to this chart one more time. So I want you guys to look at this, because this was another eye-opening thing. I love when I can look at some data and stuff like that. Data just gives me so much more information. Okay, so this was a poll by 100 people that had a wedding that was between $20,000 and $30,000. Now, I want you guys to look at that second box that's over to the left, that's in gray. It says music and entertainment. This is for 2% to 8% they spent on music and entertainment. Now, this was, you can see this wedding calculator and stuff.com and stuff right here. I believe that brides here in South Carolina use this, because I get more of this than anything. Look at the breakdown of all this stuff. The venue is, most venues here are about that price. On the right hand side, right on the reception, it says the venue is between 10% and 16%. So it's usually about $2,500 to $4,000 for a venue. And that's what the average going rate is here in South Carolina, is for a venue. Look at the champagne toast. It's almost the same cost as, it's the same cost as us as DJs. It's the same cost. Look at the catering. Now, mind you, I know everybody has to eat, but food is only 45 minutes of your evening, and they get paid almost double what you get paid. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Look at drinks and snacks. I don't even know what snacks are. I'm assuming that's like the hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that for like cocktail hour. That's what I assume snacks and stuff was. But still, they're getting paid 3 times more than the entertainment. 3 times more. And our basic average packages are 1,200 to 1,500. I mean, do you guys think that's crazy? Let me know if this is kind of like blowing your mind like it is, like it did me. I don't even know what miscellaneous is at the bottom left corner. I have no idea what that is, but it's still more than us. That's like all the leftover. Anything else you had to think of, miscellaneous crap, gets that. The cake is usually about that price and stuff. This is why I really think that couples here in Columbia, South Carolina, are using this, because this is about right. This is truly about right. That music and entertainment, though, it kills me, because we have $500 DJs here. We definitely have $500 DJs here. I just recently accepted a gig. Let me blow it back up full screen here. I recently accepted a function, military function, and it, the gentleman, I gave him a price, and the gentleman asked me, why was the price higher than the guy he got quoted and stuff before? I said, well, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who did whatever, but this is. I mean, this is what my pricing and stuff is. And he was like, I don't know if I can shop that to them. I was like, well, it's up to you. You can go with me, because it seems like you're in a pinch. I'm not trying to give you a pinch price. I mean, if you called me 3 weeks ago, if you called me today, it would be the same price. It literally would. And he was just like, I don't know. I mean, when he was talking like that, I can tell that he was not valuing what the DJ was, but he needed me. He needed the DJ because there was going to be a party, and they were going to do awards and then party. But he didn't want to pay the party. He wanted to put the money in something else and then say, oh, I got the DJ for $200-$300. This is why you have to value yourself. I'm not saying you have to overcharge. I'm not saying, you just have to price yourself accordingly and be right in line with other venues, or if you've got something that you bring to the table that others don't, then you can charge accordingly. But you have got to price yourself accordingly, with the exception of people who are just now starting DJ. If you're just now starting DJing, you may want to hold back from how you price. You may want to build yourself up, build a clientele up, build a portfolio or something like that up, get some history and stuff behind you, get a couple of vendors under your belt before you do that. But if you're a veteran and you've been doing this for a while and you're still charging $500, $600, $700 for an event, come on, man. You've got to raise that up. You've got to raise that up, because the prices of cars have gone up. The price of gas has gone up. The price of clothing, shipping, the price of just items and stuff in general. If you look at something that you purchased back in 2019 and look at the same item today, I guarantee you it's got at least a $50 to $60, maybe even $100 price difference. And that's not down. It's definitely up. So definitely, man, you have got to keep up with the times. And right now we're in an inflation period. I mean, if you're trying to buy a house and stuff right now, people are moving from, and this is something that I know for a fact. People are moving from New York, Buffalo, Jersey, all that stuff, coming down here to where they can get way more house for way more, and they're paying cash. They're paying cash, and they're paying well over asking so that nobody else has a chance to get it. So if a house that normally cost $225,000 and stuff here, but $225,000 only gets you so much and stuff up north, you come down here, you can get a 4 or 5 bedroom house. They're paying $300,000 for the house. And they're just saying, here's cash. I don't want nobody else to get it. Just take this and I'll buy the house. And that's happening. It's causing inflation. That's why the housing market is so crazy. But you've got to change your prices and have them set up accordingly so that all of us can be on the same playing field. We've got to raise this number. This number right here is crazy, guys. This number is absolutely crazy. So in order to get your worth and stuff out of this, you have got to charge accordingly. You have got to. It is a call of action. All of us DJs need to get together, and we need to tell each other and stop worrying about how much the next guy costs and get on the same pace so we can all eat. Every place, every area has a need for a DJ and multiple DJs. I mean, there's probably 12 to 15 DJ companies within a 200-mile radius of me, a 100-mile radius of me. And you don't think that I'm not going to go call Charles with Icon Entertainment and be like, hey, Charles, what do you usually charge for something like this? And be on the same wavelength? Why not? Because if they call Charles, he's going to get the price. If they call this company over here, they're going to get the price. So why not me? Don't undercharge yourself is what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to, just give you guys, game, put you up on game is something that I'm realizing that needs to be done. A call to action just definitely needs to be done. Sorry for the rant. All right. On a lighter note, I do have an item to show you guys and stuff tonight. So let's talk about the next item and stuff. If you're with me and stuff, man, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Just let me know that you're still here. Appreciate you guys checking me out and stuff this evening. I told you we had a lot to talk about. This is my passion, so I'm going to talk about some passionate stuff. And sometimes I'll go off on little tangents, but you guys know me by now. All right, so let's talk about the circuit cube. Let's talk about this neat little function right here. Now, my guy, Jim Baxter, hooked me up. These guys are with Colorado Sound and Light. And got me this guy right here, which is the same image that's on there. It's $99. And let me tell you why this guy is going to save my behind this year. All right, so basically, with the $99, it comes with a circuit checker right here, pretty much, where you can plug this in. And I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you probably can't see that. Anyway, on the actual plug itself, it has lights and stuff at the top. And whenever you plug this in a plug, it lights up and it tells you exactly which one. It tells you exactly which one, is happening with that plug. So if like the ground is open or if it's correct, if the plug has no issues, anything like that, it tells you per the lights that show whenever you plug this into a plug. So that's one thing it comes with, so you can test outlets and stuff. That's always great to know when we're hooking all this equipment and stuff up to it. Solstice, you need one of these too, bro. It's on the screen. I know you're in here. You need one of these things. I don't know how you separate all that stuff. All right, and then he got this circuit cube and stuff here. Now, basically what this does is, when you plug this into an outlet, you can take another IEC cable, which is just like this, regular plug, because it's got an open plug at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Now you can see it. And, of course, it's going to be longer than this. So I'm just using this as an example because I wanted you guys to be able to see it. So you're just going to plug it in at the bottom. And once this is in one plug, this is going to go into, another plug that may be a little bit further down. And you can check to see if they are on the same breaker. When you do that, it helps to see if you can actually split up your sound, your power, your different electronics that you're going to have powered up. This is going to be really great for things like some of your add-ons that you have, whether it be the Code Sparks. I have 4 of them now, and I'm definitely going to need, stuff to be on different breakers to be able to operate 4 of them. Whether you have Dancing on a Cloud, it takes a lot of energy to run Dancing on a Cloud, so you're going to need your own circuit when you're running that. But basically, if if no light comes on, then it says here that it is on the same breaker. So if nothing comes on, then you're on the same breaker as what this box is plugged in to. So when you run the longer cable to the next outlet down, if nothing comes on, then that's the same breaker. If the light fully comes on and it turns green here, then you are on. Then you have two different breakers. You're on two different circuits and stuff here. So you definitely want to get yourself something like this. I am going to be using this year so that I can make sure that I run everything on different circuits so I don't blow a fuse, because I think it was 2 weeks ago when I did that function that I did the last gig log and stuff off of, I had to find about 4 different outlets and stuff because my cold sparks couldn't be on the same thing as my sound system. Otherwise, it would just keep blowing the breaker. And then same thing with my setup and stuff here at my house. Certain outlets and stuff can't handle certain stuff. So I just try to make sure that I have different circuits, that I'm not going to blow anything, and that my equipment and stuff is safe. Now, on the screen here, you can see that right now it is on sale for $99. I have a link in the description below for those who would like to purchase it. You can hit the link. And Jim also wanted me to tell you guys that for purchasing it, right now he's also offering free shipping. So if you were to purchase it today, tomorrow, whenever you need to, I think he's going to do it for the month of March, or he may even go a little bit longer than that. He's offering free shipping with the purchase of these guys. And it's just a great tool to have in your arsenal, guys. So make sure that you have something like this that you can, test out different different outlets and stuff with, so that your equipment is safe. You spend a lot of money and stuff on that, and you want to make sure that you don't blow anything. And like I said, again, guys, check it out. It's through Colorado Sound and Light. If you need the website, if you're watching this on repeat, the link is down below. If you're watching this right now, you can click on the link that's in the description below. And like I said, make the purchase and you will get free shipping. So big shout out to my guy Jim over at Canal Sound and Light for providing me with that. And you're definitely going to need that as a DJ. All right, so I have rambled on enough. And I'm sorry, I took 10 minutes of your Q&A time. We are going to open up the floor to Q&A for anybody that has any questions, anything coming up. March is a little bit slower and stuff for me than it was last month. Now, granted, I do have about four functions this month. But nothing the first week. This is my last weekend off until May. Every week after this one, we will have something going on. So definitely be on the lookout and stuff for that. I am working on my latest and greatest gig log, which I used I don't know if you guys saw my product video. Actually, I brought it on here. It was on here. I did the Mevo camera from Logitech, and I've got some great footage from that camera. Oh, I'm definitely going to be taking it. It's better than my GoPro. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's better than my GoPro used to be. So I that was definitely a great investment. What else do I have coming up? I am finishing up the last couple of things on my Wolf Mix videos, and that's going to be in 3 parts. So get ready for that. That's going to be coming out soon, and I'm just going to try to crank out as much content as I can and stuff. So I leave the floor open to you guys to ask any questions and stuff you have here. I'll start from the bottom and go back because it looks like my chat is completely full. This might be the most comments we have ever gotten stuff on an episode. I really do appreciate you guys. So let's see what we got here. All right, so DJ G5, have you heard anything about music industry cracking down on DJ music sites? Yes, I have. I don't get like some newsletter or something like that says that. I just see that other DJs, there's a few other DJs that I follow that usually get information like that, and I saw that they are cracking down on record pools or just any place that offers the availability to download a song. They want to try to get profit from it as much as they can, so they're going to make it to where, It's a service where you have to buy each individual songs. Like stuff like iTunes and stuff like that is not going to be um, bothered with or anything like that. But like our record pools where we can get, tons of music, yes, I have heard that we may have Houston, we may have a problem. So my suggestion to you would be to definitely go in and make sure you get as much music and stuff as you can because you do not want to be without. And if they're shutting that down, that's like our only source of alternative music that doesn't have any issues and doesn't sound like crap because they usually also get the best remastered or digital versions of the song, which makes it sound the best in our speakers. So definitely want to do that and download as much stuff as you can. DJ Sosa's in the house. What's going on, man? You've already got one. I figure you did. You're definitely gonna need that. I was just looking at this. Should have got this a long time ago. Yeah, Kid Cupid, definitely a must. Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Rent here is about $3,000 a month. Let's see here. What up, Jay? Thank you for doing what you do. Oh man, appreciate it. Let me highlight you and stuff there. Valleywide DJ Entertainment. I've never seen you on here before, but I appreciate you stopping through, man. Appreciate it. Eggs are about $20. Look at Lord Geo. Oh, Black Cutie, you are so right. You got to spend that money. Photo and video get paid way too much. Half the price of stage. Hey, look, I'm not going to knock any of my photographers. I'm sure you're not doing that either. But they do get paid a pretty penny, man. And that's why I don't blink an eye or bat an eye and stuff when I put out my price. It's like, this is what I'm worth and stuff now in my eyes. We can do business if you want to do business. The work and the artistry kind of speaks for itself. I mean, would you negotiate with your child's favorite actor to come to his birthday? You're not negotiating. If I'm just throwing it out there, if Barney told you it was $1,000 to come to the house to sing "I Love You" at his birthday, then guess what? You're gonna pay $1,000. Why I gotta negotiate? You feel me? Graduation party with a Black Cutie. Graduation party 4 hours. What should I expect to kind of pay? Well, I mean, it depends on your area. I'm not sure where you're out of, Black Cutie. What if you fly a DJ out and should be responsible for? Okay, this is a two-parter. So let me just say that for graduations, what I usually do, I usually just charge an hourly rate, and then they can do add-ons. So depending on your area, just look forward to the DJ charging you an hourly rate. They're probably going to tell you what it is per hour before they tell you how much it is total. You're in the West Coast in Colorado, so I would say that you're probably, I don't know, roughly looking at, maybe like $300 an hour or something like that. Maybe even $250, and that would just cover dance floor lighting and DJ. I'm not sure what they charge and stuff out there, but I mean, I'm just kind of giving you a round figure out there. Now, if you fly a DJ out, this is what I think. I think that if you want a DJ, okay, think of flying a DJ out like flying a family member out. Okay, you want somebody to see your wedding. Okay, you want a family member who lives in Florida to come see your wedding. Now, of course, you don't particularly like people to stay with you and stuff like that. So we're gonna take it that route. So basically, you're gonna pay for their flight. You're gonna pay for their room and board and stuff, and you kind of do the legwork and stuff like that because the DJ is gonna have to talk to another DJ in that area, rent equipment from that DJ because we can't bring the equipment with us. We have to rent in that area. The DJ is going to have to find transportation to get to and from. Probably have to go to a U-Haul, something like that. That's close to be able to transport the equipment and stuff to the venue. So I think that the client should be responsible for the payment of service and the room and board. So the service would include the flight there, and the room and board and stuff is just the accommodation and stuff there. I think that would be fair. Let's see, DJ Lord Geo. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss a question. Hold on. All right, here we go. Kid Cupid, how is the photo booth sales going with your DJ setup? Just getting started in the photo booth. It's going well. Photo booth is doing well this year. It was okay last year. It was kind of hit or miss last year, but this year it's definitely doing better. So I think that photo booth's going to have probably its best year for me as a solo op and stuff this year, just in my opinion. And I'm competitive with the next person. I'm like, my prices are about the same. I actually found out that a couple of places that I price shop and stuff have gone up. So I'm kind of left behind. I'm still at the same price for it because I was getting so many yeses, but I didn't think that the yeses were because I was cheap. I thought the yeses was because, that's what they wanted. So I don't know. All right, DJ Lord Geo. Do you ever have a problem with people putting a deposit? I had a couple ask me why yesterday. Okay, so this is what you do, Lord Geo. I'm glad you asked. Deposits. If you inform the client that a deposit is for you to hold the date, you should never have a problem with a deposit again. The deposit is for you as a DJ to be able to hold their date. And then also make sure that your contract states what happens if they change their mind, what happens if something natural disaster happens, what happens if another virus breaks through, all that stuff. Make sure you've got, yourself covered. But for the most part, the deposit covers the holding of that date. So I usually don't have problems with deposits and stuff here. Every vendor here has a deposit. Every vendor. I think the only one that doesn't do a deposit is usually the venue. But the planner, photographer, caterer, and florist, all that I know of, all have deposits. And they don't have a problem with it. So I don't think you would either if you explained it like that. I think that would be a great way to explain it. Good question. All right, Kid Cupid, what's the best way to make edits? Have you tried one before? There are several ways. I have tried a couple times. It's not my thing. It's too much time for me to spend doing that. I would rather just do something cool with the mix than create an edit myself. Excuse me. Now, one of the gentlemen that I'm going to bring on here in March, he is very good at it. That will be, if you come on during that show during there, if you just ask that question, Kid Cupid, I believe that gentleman will be able to give you a better answer than I can because he does a lot of stuff. I know last week I told you that it would be a female, but she never got back to me. So I was able to land another big fish. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy him because he is great. It is DJ Jordan Lee. And if you have not looked him up, you definitely look him up. I'm going to have a lot of good questions and stuff for him. So definitely check him out because Jordan Lee is amazing. I'm looking at having him around March. I think it's like March the 16th or something like that. But look out for my advertisements and stuff. He's already agreed. So we're just working out a couple of things on time, making sure he's good because he's in New Zealand, so I have to make sure that the times and stuff work for him. So we'll see. But to answer your question, I don't really make them, Kid Cupid. I would say you would, you would have to have one or two programs to just try to create it. I've tried making acapella edits and stuff before. It's a hassle for me. So that's where I'm at with that. Cheeseburger. Cheesy Burger. DJ Cheesy Burger. Hello, just dropping by. Just wanted to shout out. I appreciate you. Black Cutie. Okay, no problem. Jordan Lee is gonna come on, man, and he was great. As soon as I asked him, he was like, "Yeah, sure, we can do that." I was like, "Wow, okay, cool." Cool. I love when fellow DJs are like, yeah, sure, I'll just do it. Yeah, sure. I don't know who you are, but yeah, I'll do it. It's amazing. Lord Gio, man, I study his blends and cuts on YouTube. Yeah, he's oof. He's pretty sick. I'm going to have some great footage and stuff for you guys. You know, I put together like a smaller montage and stuff before they come on and stuff. So it should be a good show. It should be a good show. But like I said, I'll advertise for that. Make sure everything is everything. But right now, I'm shooting for March the 16th to have Jordan Lee on the show. So hopefully that works. Terrence Burke, Ableton or Serato Studio is good for edits. See, I've never used Serato Studios. Now I've used Ableton before, but I've never used Serato Studios. I've used Ableton, and I've used Audacity. I think that's what it's called, or Odyssey, something like that. I've used that to be able to create something, but it's tough. It's too much work to me. It's just too much work. But Kid Cupid, hopefully, that may give you a starting point. Right there from Terrence Burke. Appreciate that, Terrence. So yeah, try Ableton Serato Studio for some of those edits. All right. Any other questions and stuff? We still got a little bit of time and stuff before we call it. Let me know any other questions you guys may have. This has been a great show, man. I hope you guys have gotten some valuable information and stuff out here. I wanted to share it because it was like I said, it was on me pretty strong, and I wanted to get it off. I wanted to get it off me, so I decided to put that together. I am trying to work with some previous guests. I'm going to work with Lil Vegas that we had on here, and try to work with Silver Knight and stuff on here to try to help me create a Twitch show so that I can start DJing and stuff on it. And I want to pick a day and start doing it, but I don't know which day that would be. I mean, time is so precious right now. But I do have some dry spells and stuff coming up this year, so I want to try to be able to do that if I can. So I'm going to reach out to those guys and see if they can help me create something nice. And then I'm going to be on Twitch, and you guys can listen to me DJ and all that stuff. I am planning on putting out another mix on Mixcloud. I'm hoping to be able to do that tomorrow. If I'm not able to do it tomorrow, it should definitely be next week. It has just been crazy. That's all I can say. It's just been nuts. But I've got a lot of good stuff coming from you guys. Kid Cupid, any successful tips on adding the photo booth to your DJ package? Okay. It's really not, because see, a photo booth kind of stands as an add-on itself. It really does. I think you just got to offer it with okay. I would say just offer it with every customer. Offer it with every customer, because what's the worst they can say? No. Because some people, what I've learned is when I send out my brochures and stuff like that has all the services that I offer on there, some people don't read all that comes in each package. So sometimes they just don't know you have it. So I would just offer it to every customer. So what I do is I send a brochure. When they pick a package and stuff that they have on there, let's say they pick my gold package that doesn't have a brochure, I will automatically send them an add-ons brochure right after it. The add-ons have stuff like Cold Sparks, Photo Booth, things like that, things that they may not have thought of. And if they pick one of those, we can move up to the Platinum package, which I'm thinking about changing the name of the package and stuff too, man. I'm so sick of the regular stuff. It's like, what is it? What do I have, like Silver, Gold, and Platinum? I need to do something else. I want to do something fun. I don't know. I'm going to figure out something. But anyway, offer it with every customer. Every single customer. Do you offer a photo booth if they say they have a photographer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Heck yeah. Let me tell you, the photo booth is more of a hindrance to the DJ than it is the photographer. You want to know why? Because if you're in the photo booth, you're not on the floor dancing. Yeah, The photo booth takes away from the DJ more than it takes away from the photographer. That's just my personal opinion. It's never really like full, but they take more people take away. They leave your dance floor to go get a picture in the photo booth, and God forbid it be around the corner. That's why I like it when the bar's in the same room as the DJ. I love that. Absolutely love that. The gig law that I'm working on now, you guys can see that the bar is in the back right corner, and I'm over here. And as long as they're in the same room with you, that means you don't have to leave the dance floor. It's like, yo, go get me a drink and stuff real quick. I must be right here on the dance floor. The person come back with the drink, and y'all start drinking and dancing on the floor. That's why so many spilled drinks be on the floor. But if you leave and stuff to go do that photo booth, man, you can wander off all around the building. No, I don't want to be in that. Like I said, you don't have a problem with the photographer. Photographers never have a problem with photo booth. It's more of a hindrance to you. I'm always fighting with the photo booth. Like, I cannot wait to say on the microphone, photo booth is closing in 10 minutes. I love that. That way, take your focus off there. Come over here. Oh, I see some people agree with me. So Black Cutie and DJ G5, you agree with me. All right, so Terrence Burke, not trying to promote on your show, Jay, but DJ Jazzy Jeff is having a class in April on music production, which includes edits. It's cheap too, $99, $140. You know, I saw that here. I mean, that's fine. You can do that, man. As long as you're not going ham and stuff with it, I'm cool with that. I saw that, and I thought it was pretty cool. You know, because he's that's the GOAT, man. It's like if Michael Jordan said he was going to do something else, man. Like, it's people gonna follow. So if you want to learn more and how to do that, that's not my thing. That's not what I'm passionate about. I love to play music, hear music, but I don't like to produce music. I don't know. DJ G5, ain't nothing better than a happy dancing drunk. Well, y'all crazy, man. All right, Derek Rose, what a famous name you have there, sir. Let's see. I have the Chave Wash FX Hex. How do you change the sensitivity on the light? You just go to the dimmer. It's in the dimmer. Yeah, don't change the shutter or anything like that. It's in the dimmer. I don't know how you're controlling them, but you have to go to your manual and see how to change the dimmer. It's the dimmer that's too bright. So you can change that and come down, and you can bring it down to like medium, because I think it comes out of the box on high, on like 100%. So you want to take it down at least halfway with the dimmer. But yeah, it should be in your manual. I haven't done, like, I do all that stuff with the Wolf Mix, and it allows me to control the dimmer. That's how I know that's how you do that. So I control it that way, and I just take it down so it's not like killing people on the floor. Hopefully that answers it. Dope, I'll be there. You getting all the answers tonight, man. Black Cutie, we don't do shots stuff here. We'll leave that for Silver Night. I think he's got a party and stuff on Saturday and stuff. So, we'll have that going then. All right, I got time for one more question. Then we're going to get out of here, man. I'm not going to hold you guys and stuff too long. Plus, I got some more stuff I got to knock out tonight, man. I can't stay on here with you guys all night long. One more question. Next question to come through, I answer, and we close this thing out. Next question. I really do appreciate you guys coming through, man. You're showing so much love. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. When I started this show almost a year ago in 2 months, I had no idea what I wanted to do with it, but educating you guys and just getting stuff out there that I can't really say to anybody else because there's not another person to give that information to. I wanted to use my platform to be able to give back knowledge. So that's all I want. That's all I want to be able to do. So if you guys like it, I love it. You feel me? All right, one more question. Last question. Do we have any questions? Next week we are going to be on same time, 7 p.m. next Thursday. I've already had thoughts about what I want to do on that show because I got some more information that I didn't want to, just kind of rant on and stuff on here. But I've got some more good inside tip if you guys love this. I'll be probably chopping this one up a little bit because it did have some nuggets in it. So I'll be chopping this one up and putting that out there so you guys can check it out. Oh, all right. My last question, Mr. Rose. What do you? I'm assuming you want to put think is better, the Airstream DMX or the Wolf. Okay, well you gave me an easy one to close it out. Okay, so I started off with the Airstream DMX bridge, loved it, but it kept dropping signal. It kept losing signal, and you had to keep raising it up, and the antennas and stuff got all flimsy and stuff like that. Switched to the Wolf mix, and all my troubles and sorrows were relieved. So the Wolf mix is definitely your better choice, man. Wolf mix. It's a learning curve, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you can learn how to program it, and that's why I want to put out those 3 videos on those how to do those tutorials, so that you guys will know how to operate it, because it really is an amazing piece of equipment and it can do so much. Like I can't wait to show you. And one good thing about proms is I get to pull out a lot of lights and stuff for proms. Wait till you guys see the light show. I'm not going to make a whole gig log on the proms because I'm starting to feel weird about recording kids. So I'm going to, I am going to record like the light show production before I start, so you guys can see what that looks like. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I've already had some great ideas, and I've got more lights and stuff now, so it's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys all coming out and stopping by, man. And this is always a blessing and stuff. I hope you guys have a great week. We will be back again next week, 7 p.m. EST. Thank you guys for all you do, and we will see you guys then. Make sure that if you're striving to survive, and that you're making sure that you're thriving here in this world. See you guys next time.